Good afternoon. It's time for another hot NFL Bucky's Mill Day. This is your host, Mike C. And of course, the star show, as always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. It's hot out there, guys. I'm losing my voice. It's already 90-something here. And it's supposed to get to 100 or more. That's hot. That's dangerously hot, especially for old people or, people who are on the streets. So you have to hydrate for sure. And, just keep hydrating. You have to. Because it can get dangerous out there. We don't want anybody, collapsing or getting sick or any of that, not fun stuff. So that's our warning. It's going to get hotter. Especially today. It might like 105 maybe. And it's really hot in some places. I know Vegas is hot and parts of the south are dangerously hot. So be careful out there. But first, Bucky, what in the world do you have today? Well, we got it, guys. It's our 2024 preview with Patrick Mahomes on the cover, as always. And we went with Lindy's Sports this time. Basically, it was the first one we saw. And I got it at CVS. And I had a couple coupons, so I got some money off it. So that was a big reason. I didn't see the Athlon there. I'd like to see which was better. But this one is very similar. It's got, the draft for next year. It's got the draft for this year. Grades, all that good stuff. Profiles for next year. And, of course, the current status of all teams. Now, we got here, I'm going to show you real quick. There's a picture of Jared Goff. So that'll go in one of my folders. And they're picked first, which is good. And I read a little bit of it, not a lot. But that's okay. We'll get there. Try to get that glare off, Bucky. That's pretty good. So, I'm excited. I've read some of it, like I said. I got a lot to read and a lot of time to read it. But honestly, training camp's only a few weeks away. There's no real Lions news going on. They haven't signed anybody recently since that kicker. And then released the other kicker, and the Packers picked him up. But that's okay. There's not going to be a lot of, activity and a lot of signings right now. Training camp, they'll release a lot of players, and that's I think the Lions will make a move. There's still some undrafted or free agents out there, so that's very possible. They might, still pick somebody up, a wide receiver maybe. Who knows? But I would wait for cuts, and really, really scour the wires and see who's out there. And there's always surprise cuts, either due to contracts or different reasons. For example, today the Chiefs released Isaiah Buggs, who used to be on the Lions. So that wasn't a surprise. So he kind of messed his life up. But so there's always players that could be let go. So, and some very good players. And the Lions, as of the other day that I checked, still the third highest as far as salary cap goes available. So that's very good. So look for them to make at least one, maybe even two moves, and then go into training camp. And then there'll be some tough battles, a lot of tough battles, because the Lions have very good depth. And I've seen different websites, and they still rank them very high, and that's very promising and very unfamiliar. But that's good to see. We do have some notes here as Suki looks around. The Reds are in fifth, last place in the Central. Okay. They are 36-41. They're 8 games behind. They're fading fast, guys. And yet the manager's still around. You want to go out? No? Okay. It's up to you. Well, you're not getting the picture. So it's getting pretty sad. they're not making any really changes. I don't follow them as close as I should and as much as I used to, but, they're not playing very well, so we'll see what happens with that. The next opponent is tonight. They host the Pirates. We're 37-40, so they're any better. It might even be worse, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens there. Tonight is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Oilers were down 3-0, and they came back and tied it. Game 7 is in Florida, so the Rats will be out in force tonight. So it should be a very good game. Oilers have all the momentum. So we'll see what happens, and I'll post that on my video, information either tonight or tomorrow. There's not too much else. I got some sad news to report over the week. Very, very good actor Donald Sutherland passed away. I believe he was 89 or 88, somewhere in there, upper 80s. He was in he was in MASH. He was in, quite a few very good movies, and I really liked him. And of course, he's the father of Kiefer Sutherland. Very, very good actor, and I think he was in Hunger Games too, if I remember right. So he'll be missed. The other player, or the other person, was a true icon, super legend. Willie Mays passed away. The Say Hey Kid, my sister's favorite ball player of all time. Just a phenomenal player. And I saw him, years ago, in the 70s and 60s. I don't know if he was in his prime, especially back then, but still a phenomenal player, great outfielder. He could do it all. He could run, he could steal, obviously hit for power. He had over 600 home runs. Excuse me. And just a phenomenal player. And a lot of, accolades following him, and a lot of tributes. It was very nice to see. And Willie Mays, number 24, will be missed. But what a legend. I mean, a true legend. And so our condolences go out to his family. Just phenomenal. I can't, praise enough accolades on him, because he was phenomenal. And even as, his older years, he was still phenomenal. And played for the Giants mostly, played for the Mets, which he never should have played for, but that's another story. But so a sad day in baseball, but he was well honored and well documented, and they've paid great tribute to him. So as they should. It was a very, very poignant picture I saw, where he was headed towards Field of Dreams in heaven, with his back towards it, because that's his iconic catch in the World Series. His back was to the players. And so that was, a very, very tribute. As I lose my voice. Sorry about that, guys. It's very dry here. So, but not too much else to report, Bucky. Let me think, is anything else? We're still going up north over the 4th. We got the car all cleaned out. Now I gotta get some snacks and some drinks, all that good stuff. It's a long trip, Bucky. And Suki's coming with us, like I mentioned before. And we had 12. Did I mention that? I didn't write that down. Well, we had 12 views last week, which is, pretty close to normal. So that's good. And so we're going to try to get this out a little earlier than we did last week. But so we'll see what happens. But other than that, Bucky, I think it's about it. Love the magazine. I'm excited to read it. And like I said, Lindy's was very close to Athlon, I'm sure, and looked very similar inside. I would like to see the Athlon one just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar. So on that note, Bucky, I want to say goodbye, and we'll see you next week. But first, Bucky, say goodbye. Bucky says bye. And take care. Stay warm. Stay cool. Sorry. Stay hydrated for sure. And stay inside if you can. We did some work earlier, but we're done now. We watered the plants and did a few other things, but we're done now. We filled the bird seed. And so we're going to stay inside. Take Sookie out, 1 or 2 times. But just be smart about it, guys. So, all right. Well, take care now. Bye.